We're going to kick things off with England chat. Yesterday, of course, Arsenal and England winger Bukayo Saka scored a screamer in England's 2-0 victory over Ukraine. It was live on talkSPORT to cap off a great performance. He also won man of the match, and after the game, the England manager Gareth Southgate told talkSPORT about how far Saka can go in his career.
He has the humility and the desire to keep improving and improving. He's one. Well, I've said to you already, they're all fabulous to work with. You can see from his smile and the way he is what that must be like to work with every day, and that's how he is. So his technical ability is fantastic. He's totally dependable out of possession, and every bit of praise and acknowledgement he gets, he deserves.
I want to talk. Look at Bent, he's making himself comfortable. I should take a picture of that, shouldn't I?
Why would you do that?
People can see it. Andy Goldstein 05 is going up on Instagram now. There you go.
Why do you need to know Andy Goldstein 05?
Well, otherwise they'll go, I want to see that picture, Goldstein, but how do I follow you? Andy Goldstein 05 is the answer to that. Also, same account for YouTube as well. Listen, he was fantastic, right? He's come on leaps and bounds.
I've seen that all season.
Well, but if anything, I was listening to the Breakfast Show this morning, and I think it was Ali McCoy, so it might have been John Barnes actually made a really good point, that him and Smith Rowe were coming through at the same stage, but all of a sudden now, the gap now between the two, I wouldn't say it's massive, but Bukayo Saka is looking like the player we all knew. I think Smith Rowe's got a bit of work to do. I still think he'll get there, but Bukayo Saka, over the last 12 months, has matured, hasn't he? Yeah,
but he's obviously consistency has helped, and Emil Smith Rowe, who was brilliant when he first came on the scene, he was scoring goals, spent a bit of time on loan elsewhere. But remember, he's had injuries, so he hasn't had that momentum to keep going. One thing about Saka, when you watch him play over the last couple of seasons, how durable is he, by the way? He gets rocked with tackles, he gets up, he's strong, and that's helped him. And for any footballer out there, consistency is always the key. Like, if you can get a run of games, me being a centre forward, you're only going to see the very best of Saka by playing 10, 15, 20 games in a row. And that's what he's doing. But at the minute, I mean, as I said, there was a period in the season where he went a bit quieter, Saka.
This season?
Yeah, he wasn't bad,
yeah,
but he wasn't as electric as he has been. But all of a sudden, he's come out of that, and he has been phenomenal.
He looks great. I think there's question marks about certain positions in defence, namely, not necessarily two centre-halves. I think John Stones has made that his own. There are question marks, and there always will be, over Harry Kane. I think fullback Harry Maguire.
I must say, England's all-time record goal scorer.
If it was Roy Hodgson in charge, you never know. Fullbacks, I think, it's picking the best player for that position, but I don't think we've got problems with that. Goalkeeper picks himself.
Yeah, should be Ramsdale, but yeah.
Okay, or Pope, but I'm saying there's nice competition there. But the six going forward, I think, are up there, not better, up there with the best in Europe. I think we can compete with the likes of France, obviously, Spain and Germany. And I'm not saying we're going to win the Euros, but I've never said it before, but when I look at the performance, albeit Ukraine, but we did beat Italy in their own backyard, I just love England at the moment. I think they play fantastic football. And we've got players like Saka, who's still, 22? Marcus Rashford, if he plays, if he's fit, etc. The form he's in at the moment. If it's not him, you've got Foden or Grealish. Maddison looks like he's going to fit into that midfield three alongside Bellingham and Rice. I think we've got real, bright future ahead.
Do you know what?
For this England team?
My only concern is the manager. Because I agree with you. When you look at the players that we've got in attacking areas, it almost looks like there's two very, very, very good footballers. I'm not going to say world class because we get carried away with that too much. In every position. Goalkeeper, fullback, centre-half's probably the weakest. We've got the midfield strong. The front areas are strong. I'm just not quite sure about Gareth and some of the decisions that he makes. That's what I think he's done a great job. Euros final, World Cup semi-finals.
You're talking about substitutions,
decision makers. When it's crunch time, can he make them decisions? And even with the friendly yesterday, I know in the end Ivan Toney got on, but he waited so long. The game was over at half time. Can we get Kane off, get Ivan Toney on, start mixing around, having a look at certain players in certain situations? But he takes too long to make decisions, and that's where I think. Listen, I know it's not going to happen, but if you had someone like Pep in charge of these players, England wins something for sure.
Yeah, but I know, but when Pep's in charge of Man City and they've got big games, namely the Champions League final, he makes maybe too many changes.
But look how successful he's been in his career. Look what he's won in his career.
No, I hear what you said about Southgate. I get that.
And he speaks really well. I like Southgate. But I think when it comes to crunch time, like the France game or the Croatia, the final's the prime example. Because England were better than Italy, should have beaten Italy in that final. Doesn't make substitutions where Mancini switched on, made substitutions. Yeah. England lose it. He's the only thing I think... I think he's the only thing holding England back a little bit.
Okay.
No, not a little bit. He is holding them back.
Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Big statement.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.